How do you learn to meditate? In mindfulness meditation, we're learning how to pay attention to the breath as it goes in and out, and notice when the mind wanders from this task. This practice of returning to the breath builds the muscles of attention and mindfulness. When we pay attention to our breath, we are learning how to return to, and remain in, the present moment, to anchor ourselves in the here and now on purpose, without judgment. The idea behind mindfulness seems simple, the practice takes patience. While meditation isn't a cure-all, it can certainly provide some much-needed space in your life. Sometimes, that's all we need to make better choices for ourselves, our families, and our communities. And the most important tools you can bring with you to your meditation practice are a little patience, some kindness for yourself, and a comfortable place to sit. When we meditate, we inject far-reaching and long-lasting benefits into our lives. And bonus, you don't need any extra gear or an expensive membership. Here are 5 reasons to meditate. 1. Understanding your pain. 2. Lower your stress. 3. Connect better. 4. Improve focus. 5. Reduce brain chatter. Meditation is simpler, and harder, than most people think. Read these steps, make sure you're somewhere where you can relax into this process, set a timer, and give it a shot. 1. Take a seat. Find place to sit that feels calm and quiet to you. 2. Set a time limit. If you're just beginning, it can help to choose a short time, such as 5 or 10 minutes. 3. Notice your body. You can sit in a chair with your feet on the floor, you can sit loosely cross-legged, you can kneel, all are fine. Just make sure you are stable and in a position you can stay in for a while. 4. Feel your breath. Follow the sensation of your breath as it goes in and as it goes out. 5. Notice when your mind has wandered. Inevitably, your attention will leave the breath and wander to other places. When you get around to noticing that your mind has wandered, in a few seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, simply return your attention to the breath. 6. Be kind to your wandering mind. Don't judge yourself or obsess over the content of the thoughts you find yourself lost in. Just come back. 7. Close with kindness. When you're ready, gently lift your gaze. If your eyes are closed, open them. Take a moment and notice any sounds in the environment. Notice how your body feels right now. Notice your thoughts and emotions. That's it. That's the practice. You focus your attention, your mind wanders, you bring it back, and you try to do it as kindly as possible, as many times as you need to. Meditation is no more complicated than what we've described above. It is that simple, and that challenging. It's also powerful and worth it. The key is to commit to sit every day, even if it's for 5 minutes. The most important moment in your meditation practice is the moment you sit down to do it. Because right then you're saying to yourself that you believe in change, you believe in caring for yourself, and you're making it real. You're not just holding some value like mindfulness or compassion in the abstract, but really making it real. It's estimated that 95% of our behavior runs on autopilot. That's because neural networks underlie all of our habits, reducing our millions of sensory inputs per second into manageable shortcuts so we can function in this crazy world. These default brain signals are so efficient that they often cause us to relapse into old behaviors before we remember what we meant to do instead. Mindfulness is the exact opposite of these default processes. It's executive control rather than autopilot, and enables intentional actions, willpower, and decisions. But that takes practice. The more we activate the intentional brain, the stronger it gets. Every time we do something deliberate and new, we stimulate neuroplasticity, activating our gray matter, which is full of newly sprouted neurons that have not yet been groomed for autopilot brain. But here's the problem. While our intentional brain knows what is best for us, our autopilot brain causes us to shortcut our way through life. So how can we trigger ourselves to be mindful when we need it most? This is where the notion of behavior design comes in. It's a way to put your intentional brain in the driver's seat. There are 2 ways to do that. First, slowing down the autopilot brain by putting obstacles in its way, and second, removing obstacles in the path of the intentional brain, so it can gain control. Shifting the balance to give your intentional brain more power takes some work, though. Here are some ways to get started.